Lakad matatot!
Normally.
Faceless Void.
Choose your hero.
And a Void last pick for X3. So apparently both teams, Tiny is gonna get first blooded for trying to control the rune there. Instead, it's just gonna... At level 1, he can make Dark's life extremely difficult, zoning him the hell away from the Centaur. And now they're gonna get that kill, making it look... Everything seems to be working out for them right now. And that, of course, means it's gonna be a hard game for the side of X3. Also, Love, no point in the glaives yet. Come on, one early skill in the glaives, just in case somebody wants to feed, right? Nesphere gets stunned up and will not time walk himself out again. Yeah, well, if they make sure to hold that stun, get that little bit of extra value. But top could also use some little bit of extra value, as now with that Avalanche and Spirit Siphon, Silencer almost goes on down, gets zoned out completely there. And Urza also takes Spirit Siphon to the face. This is just such amazing harass. Bad Rider decides to die Urza Battle Fury timing. It's the two heroes we said earlier on we're not allowed to go down. We're of course the Urza and the Bad Rider. And look at Bad Rider finding himself another one on the Mirana without even having to commit a cancel on the TP. Still has that lasso available, and that means Moonlight. He can just continue sitting in the front lines, having fun and doing his thing. And Monkey King initiating onto the Death Prophet. Science already having set things up. It's gonna be so much damage coming up from the Fuzzy Wuzzy. And Death Prophet still almost full healing, tanking through all of that thanks to an excellently placed Rolling Thunder. Bad Rider, he has to die for the kill. He is gonna get that kill, but with that Pangolier ultimate, for the first time, a fight where Sexy had all the resources they were certain they wanted to commit.
Sweet.
Tiny Avalanche toss into the arrow, and with a swashbuckle they make it look easy because Pangolier, he is committing for that Diffu Blade build.
Shadows take us. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Silencer gets caught off guard, and with that, it may not be the optimal fight for the side of Sexy. They do get themselves a nice clip on the Tiny. Won't quite finish off the Tiny kill, and that means Bad Rider's gonna get one-man chronoed, but there is so much damage outside of the chrono and the follow-up stun to just make absolutely sure he... Tiny gets caught, they have vision, and with that, it is just gonna be pretty much free-looking kill. However, 9 class is gonna be caught for that, never mind, free kill. And smoke up. Connecting on the Silencer, shield crash slightly off the mark, trying to teleport out, but an arrow is gonna say no to that.
Many before you have tried. And failed.
Prophet gets caught off guard, knocked down and killed off. Well, they didn't have the Exorcism there, and Exorcism is a huge component of this draft. The Void now gets committed with the Death Prophet. No chrono damage, my ass. They're not even gonna have to commit the Death Prophet ultimate. Centaur goes down, but there's the Orc coming out on the Void, taking care of the Void's first life. Yeah, he didn't expect that one. Also, Death Prophet should have pressed Exorcism way earlier, because now everybody's running away. BKB is being pressed on the Bad Rider. That one-man Centaur kill was really good, but this Exorcism is now for the most part been wasted. Maybe not if you're able to put a lot of the damage into a Heart of Taras. But I do prefer the Sheep Pick build. I think in a game like this it's actually necessary. But it does slow down Team Sexy's win condition quite a bit, and the toss back onto 9 class means he's just gonna get killed off. Tiny connecting those tosses every time. Win rate actually starting to favor X3 ever so slightly as the game continues. And yeah, I gotta say, while it's still looking very much close to a 50-50, as long as X3 keep initiating like that, Sexy and their aggressive playstyle are kind of starting to fall off. Up to get himself some more Chronosphere damage. And over on the mid lane, Urza in a bit of trouble. Gets taken low health. One-man Chronosphere gets committed on him. 2-man stun from the Monkey King to counter it. And with that, Urza down. A lot of the damage has been taken away. Now Monkey King goes on down, canceling his ultimate before it can kill up the Pangolier, and Santa Warrunner will be hitting the floor. And Go gets called. Urza. Chronos feared up after taking the Tiny quite low health with the BKB. He is gonna survive though, able to press an ultimate, and there is that lasso onto the Void. Void is just gonna get nuked with the big in from Centaur. Even if Urza dies now, it's a good death, because you have taken care of the Faceless Void. You now take away the Tiny as well, and the remaining 3 from X3. But Bad Ride is still underway. Has the Blink Dagger up, is gonna blink in, and there's the initiation. However, counter initiation immediately in the form of Rolling Thunder. Nefrit doesn't have an ultimate, and that means Nefrit may very well be dying. He will go up that high ground and then just take his last breath. Urza is now alive against Silencer. He knows they gotta keep the Roche pit contested. And okay, they do manage to kill off Dark in time to now take a hold over on that pit. Urza has the front line there, which you're not really comfortable with. Bad Rider trying to help him out, but they only set themselves up for a Void. Jump both of them. Urza now man fighting the Void, but with the BKB, it's still a very 50-50 fight. Silencer zoned on out on the back left, and lucky in this response for the Tiny. Though that just means Urza is dead for 75 seconds. Tossed back onto the Centaur, and Centaur manages to stun up the Pangolier. Still has a chance of getting out. He really needs to get out with that Urza dead again, but I don't think he will be able to.
The best gladiators must. You become.
Yeah, that's a dieback on the they've just done it, ladies and gentlemen. It may not be over, but holy crap, that fight going that long and the disengage just not coming in quite in time. It ends up being disastrous. Sometimes it's really that split second time he just makes or breaks the fight, and now 9 class is gonna die just to add insult to injury. I mean, he kinda has to. Centaur Warrunner gets ran down by the Faceless Void. It's gonna be fine, even though silenced up. Manages to blink, dodge the jump, and get himself under the tower. But Void bashing and bashing some more. Down goes the Centaur by the end of things. He doesn't have the highest of arm rolls to get a comeback, and with that well-timed Lotus Orb on the Void, Monkey King is gonna be caught out, and a one-man Chronos here on the Urza means not only the Monkey is gonna die, but the Urza as well from the looks of it. Maybe not, thanks to the BKB being on, he gets an ultimate out, but even that ultimate, Urza is taking so much damage, now he gets caught up on with the Void still pressing buttons, and Faceless Void gets stunned up, but manages to time walk it off as alone. Finishes the job on the Urza. Urza forced to buyback. A stun up from the Basher onto the Monkey King means Monkey King could potentially be in trouble, but Urza jumps the Death Prophet, who's immediately gonna press the BKB to deal with him, and the Fuzzy Wuzzy still tanking, but he can't tank forever, and that's a triple kill for the Pangolier. 100 seconds no Urza, that means Megas, and I think Megas just means GG. They may not even try for the Megas, though I would, because Team Sexy, they are certainly not a team to give up. They want to hold on to this, stay in the upper bracket for as long as they can. Well, as I say, that GG gets called, as they realize, yeah, there is no defense without the Centaur ultimate or the global side. That's the issue. Both teams were very cooldown. It can just be a huge freaking game changer. So can the Storm though, because with the Storm you actually have an initiation before the Urza has to blink. Urza and Techies will be the breach of the initiation. However, 9 class, it's just gonna be an easy first blood with that damage coming out and stun and vibe. Because if you cookie and shotgun on people, you're 2 or 3 levels ahead on. It doesn't really matter having to get up close and personal. Speaking of up close and personal though, Urza level 1 Earth Shock means he gets a return kill on the vibe. Easy, because Techies, as long as he keeps up in XP, actually one of the few heroes capable of harassing her out of the lane. Nesphere already gonna be feeling that a little. And Nefrit with the wolves, you know, he needs a few levels to really become a pain. Ooh, and with the Lina stun, on to 9 class. 9 class, he is gonna get zoned out big time. And just killed off this pose. Man, this Viper skin, it looks so weird. Just the red wings make it look like it's always affected by buff or debuff. Now Urza gets tossed back. Nefrit died over on the top lane on the Lycanthrope. But if they can get this Urza, it's a way bigger kill, and they will get the Fuzzy Wuzzy to tick out. Game Sexy, they had a great Battle Fury timing, but the fights were kind of difficult to take for them, right? This time around, the fighting is gonna look good as long as Lycanthrope doesn't fall off too much. As I say, that Nefrit gets ran at, and he has just died once, so a second death on him being made possible by this Lina would be huge, and it will be huge. as Nasfir now gets himself back, but he has 7 of right. Because right now feeding this Lina draft from X3, it's something that could very much end up disastrous in absolutely no time. Dark gets shredded, and so will the techies. Urza cookie done. Shotgunned on. Avalanche toss. And he's gonna try running out of there with the ultimate, but the ultimate isn't gonna last long enough to withstand the assault of the Mort. That's gonna be a chunk of gold going the way of the Lina if they do get the tower eventually. But not yet, as the fortification has been committed. Lina though, 10-minute Maelstrom finished. And nice return kill with the Storm Spirit and the techies actually using all 3 of those ultimate mines to make sure Snapfire goes on down. Now however Marcy will just be a follow-up kill. And if they can't get the Storm Spirit, it would be disastrous. But X3, they bring in the Lina, make absolutely sure he's dead. And Nasfir getting that most valuable kill across the map right now. It makes sure the gold...
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I've been looking for me.
Storm Spirit now jumping Nasfir. Can they get it? Lina manages to right-click down to the mines this time around, but this time around Storm Spirit is the one delivering the damage. Snapfire, kisses, come on out, try and defend. But it's too little, too late, Lina. Over on the top lane, Lycanthrope is now gonna be caught though. And we have Lina the same amount of magical damage. If they can get the kill, it would be huge. Neprit tries to get out of there with the ultimate. Lina has to ult him down and dies for that. To the Storm Spirit, who's now out of mana himself. Storm Spirit, can he be caught with the Marcy coming in? It does look like it, but the stun slightly off the mark. Marcy has to press the unleash. It's not gonna be enough to save the Tiny. That's worth for Moonlight. An ultimate available to dodge that tree. Jumps right under the tower where Lina is gonna teleport, and they are running everything at the Storm Spirit. I mean, as long as you take the creep waves with you, push out the bottom lane a little here if you do catch the Storm. And they do catch the Storm Spirit. It's huge. He has no mana. Out comes the Laguna, and that Storm, that 9 class, came on in trying for that save, but instead it is just gonna be a follow-up double kill for Nettie Narwhal. And yeah, they do take the creep wave. So this could be a tier 2 tower, actually significantly hard push, and they decide against it. Make sure Lina just got a full creep wave. And now on the mid lane, the next fight could be happening. Toss back from the Tiny onto the Urza, means Urza has to teleport out of there. Techies jumps forward with the double mine, keeping Viper at bay. But the disarm is gonna end, and that means Techies is just gonna die one way or another. We're close to that ownage territory. This Lina to stay ahead. Lina has a Gleipnir, so farm-wise. Still looking decent, however, now Lina maybe caught the first time presses. BKB able to turn around onto the Urza, forcing an Urza ultimate, forcing the Urza BKB. Urza running out of there with everything he got, but look at the damage he's taking despite the BKB being on his Techies. He just dies effortlessly on the backlines of that fight, as that will be another follow-up kill on the tree. Yeah, with a lot of creeps, the Dota 2 game coordinator sometimes, or I'm not sure if it's the game coordinator, it says game coordinator. Well, anyhow, Techies almost goes on down, but instead it will be the Lina turned around on, and that could be Lina's first life. It will be Lina's first life finally, and a Marcy to boast. While the Lina is respawning, they can actually put so much damage on Vladimir. Vladimir's life is still alive, and there is 3-man stun into the Snapfire. Kisses to keep winning the fight for X3. X3, they're taking lots left and right, but with the tree and protected buyback, this should settle things as... Alright, Urza gets Avalanche tossed. Killed off with the help of the Tiny. Now everyone from X3 grouping up. Almost 10k gold lead. It's not uncomebackable. It's just losing the Urza there. He is one of your main comeback methods, especially with the BKB. And now Tiny gets nuked once again. Well, it's to make sure this tower is absolutely gonna crumble without Trien able to do anything. Catapult wave 2. Techies now, he jumps the double damage Lina, gets this post out, has the BKB available, and that's gonna be Storm Spirit dying, that's gonna be Trien dying, that's gonna be another kill onto the Techies. And the Lycanthrope able to keep Nasfir controlled up for a little while, but even if they kill the Lina, at what cost? At the cost of 3 heroes dead and Storm Spirit bought back with the BKB. and still unable to get himself out from the looks of it. As Lycanthrope now goes on down to at least enable a follow-up kill on the Marcy. But this is 2 for team wipe, and Alina buying back to end the game right now because she has freaking teleport. Alright, Lina almost nuked down, but Dark will be the first kill. Now Lina goes down for the first time, and it looks like a good initiation will be found by Team Sexy. Techie's respawning. Marcy gets a catch on the Lycanthrope. Lycanthrope goes on down. Of course, they have no buyback. Losing the Lina here would be huge because that's a dieback. 110 seconds, no Lina. Can X3 still fight this? Well, from the looks of it, they can, but it's no longer looking like too easy of a fight. It will be 3 Protector killed off. Now the Tiny catching the Techies. Can they end the game still without their Lina? They are making a lot of space for her to respawn. Going for objectives may be a bit difficult. 22k gold lead. I don't think it's gonna be a full-blown comeback because Urza is not the best late game carries, but Urza is gonna come on in there, look for Tiny. Caught and mauled at by the Urza. Urza's gonna change his mind, go on the Viper as Lina comes on in, right clicking for so much damage, but Lina not really able to focus fire down anyone but the Techies. And 13th Dark is gonna go down with now the Lina turned on, and Lina able to get the Satanic off. Nesphere still alive, but he needs to get in more right clicks with enough damage and will be able to do so now as Love gets follow-up killed, and the final one from the looks of it is gonna be Nefrit, but it doesn't even come that far. GG gets called, and it is over. X3, they finish the game with a 32k gold lead. And good game, well played. Yeah, well, I gotta say...
Right.